everyone, back to the Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris back with a match preview for Newcastle United's upcoming game against Bournemouth this weekend at 5:30 on Saturday. Yes, it is the Eddie Howe derby. One thing is going to be guaranteed in this game is that both sets of supporters love Eddie Howe and probably Jason Tindall as well. So there'll be plenty of love for our manager and their former manager in this game, regardless of the result. We're going to get stuck right into this in a minute, just talk about how we think the lads are going to line up with a patched up 11, really, with so many injuries in the squad, even some doubts for this game as well. But we'll get stuck right into that in a minute. Just before we do, a little reminder, as we always do, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. We'd love you to come and join us. We're over 5,700 subs now, so we're pushing close to that 6K. If you just checked us out for the first time, smash that button, come and join us. Got loads of content for you. We've got the match previews that you're just about to watch, transfer rumor videos, rants about football, post-match analysis, everything you could imagine in terms of Newcastle United content, and it's all free for you. But if you want to give a little bit back to the channel, there is a membership option for $1.99, less than a pint of lager, and you get exclusive views to all of those videos before everybody else does. So why not check that out as well? But yeah, give us a bit of support, give us a bit of love, guys. Like the video too if you can. Helps the channel grow. So off the back of Dortmund, disappointing result. Beaten 2-0, beaten comfortably, I would say, really, over in Germany against Dortmund. Not a disgraceful performance from the lads. They're putting a good shift. Some very strange changes, I think, to the lineup that people didn't really expect. But this Bournemouth game in particular, there is going to be some changes to this squad as well. The big one really is going to be Bruno Guimaraes is suspended for this game after picking up a 5th yellow card against Arsenal. He's lucky he didn't get more against Arsenal, to be fair, looking back at it. But this is how we think the lads are going to line up. Now, this could change completely as well. You know, there's always the prospect of young Louis Miley coming in the midfield. I'd love to see that. I really would. I think he came off the bench against Dortmund, and even though he's been out for a while with illness, I thought he looked sharp. I thought his touch was good. He wanted the ball. I think he was on for 10 minutes. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day. He was on for 10 minutes. And in that time, he executed 14 passes, 92% pass completion. So that shows you how well the kid uses the ball. So I think he'd be more than ready to play in this game, but I'm just not sure that Eddie would risk him for a biscuit, really. So this is how I think we are going to line up. Spot the error that Mark's got. 2 number 10s there. It's actually Callum Wilson. We didn't think Callum Wilson was going to make it to start with, but we made the decision of Wilson being fit for England in a recent call-up, and congrats to Callum for that. I can't see him missing this game if he's going to go away with the England squad. So I think he will start this game in attack with Anthony Gordon and Miggy Armour on flank on each side. The midfield, obviously, we are missing Bruno. Again, as I say, Louis Miley could easily come into this midfield. Now, I'll be really excited to see that. But I think we'll go for Joe Linton, who was probably, arguably the best performer next to Tino Livramento, who's also in this lineup. More on that in a second. With Sean Longstaff and Joe Willock's pace as well. And in the back four, I've gone with Lewis Hall again at left back. I know he got a little bit of stick, I think, in the Dortmund game. He was hooked at half-time. He struggled a little bit, but I thought he did quite well in terms of going forward as well. And no disrespect to Bournemouth. Bournemouth are 18th in the Premier League. You know, they're not a Champions League side like Dortmund are. I think Lewis Hall would do really well in this game. Sharing the cells at the back, and we've put Livramento in at right back because I think it's pretty obvious that Kieran Trippier needs a rest. And now whether Eddie does that or not remains to be seen. He could quite easily move Trippier over to that left back spot and keep Tino at right back. But I do think Livramento will play in this game. I think he was sensational against Dortmund. You know, that's 3 games we've seen him play against Manchester City, Manchester United, and Dortmund, and he's been man of the match in every single one of them. So he's a very, very good footballer, and I don't think you can keep him out of this side for a great period of time longer, really, because he offers so much going forward with his pace, but also his defensive attributes at the back. Obviously, Nick Pope in goal just completes our lineup there. So this is going to be, I'm going to say it's going to be an easy game. It's not going to be an easy game. There's no easy games in the Premier League, but Bournemouth aren't in great form. I think they've lost 5 of the last 6 Premier League games. They've just come off a pace and a 6-1 against Manchester City last weekend. Now, listen, that can happen to any team, to be honest with you. So that's no real indictment of how good or how bad Bournemouth are. But Bournemouth are struggling this season, I think. They're not really clicking too much. They've had little passages of play where they play okay. They use the ball quite well, but they are missing quite a few players with injury. Lewis Cook is coming back in for them, but I think they're going to be missing Tyler Adams, I think, is out. Ryan Fredericks is out. Marcondes is out. Neto, Darren Randall. They're all unavailable. So there's quite a big injury hit list there for Bournemouth, and they haven't got a massive squad as it is anyway. So this should be a game that Newcastle United on paper should win. It really should be. And even with a patched up squad and injuries mounting up, we've got enough pace and enough quality, I think, in that lineup to see off Bournemouth. So in terms of a prediction for this game, I'm going to go 3-0 to Newcastle. That might sound a bit presumptuous, but I just think we'll have too much quality for Bournemouth, I think, at the back. I think they can be got at the back as well. I don't think they've got loads of pace at the back. They do struggle. And I think they could be got at the back, certainly with Gordon and Miggy's pace and Joe Willock joining that attack as well, and even the full backs as well, pushing forward. And it's certainly in the shape of Lewis Hall, who likes to get forward and attack. And I think Wilson will want to sign off for England duty with a goal as well. But that situation could be different as well, because Wilson came off against Storm and said he was feeling his hamstring. He felt a little bit tight with it, and obviously knowing Callum's injury record, maybe they will protect him. But I just can't see us sending off our number 9 to play for England and not play him in this Premier League game where we need the points and we need to push on. But we're 6th in the table. We're only 4 points off Arsenal, I think it is. So we're very much in that race for that top 4 again, and we need to try and get back in amongst that top 4 as quick as we possibly can. So yeah, I think this will be a bit of I wouldn't say a routine win for Newcastle, but I think this will be a game where you'd like to see Newcastle's quality and skill be superior to the opposition that they're playing. Obviously, Bournemouth are at home, the crowd will be up for it. Newcastle will be a big scalp. That, like I said, there'll be a lot of Eddie Howe. There'll be a lot of focus on Eddie Howe, before, during, and after the game as well. Bournemouth's a club that holds a special place in his heart, and Callum Wilson's as well, former Bournemouth striker as well. But obviously both Eddie and Callum want to get the job done, and I'm confident the lads will get the job done and will continue our good form in the Premier League, and we'll get the points. Like I say, 3-0 I'm going for. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below about my match prediction and the team lineup. Do you think we're around about right? Do you think the team lineup looks about right? And do you think the results about right as well? Do you think we should really be beating Bournemouth quite comfortably? Any Bournemouth fans, if you are watching, let us know if you think we're being a bit overconfident, or if you think a draw would be a good result for you guys. We always like to hear from the viewers in the comments, and we always do our best to try to reply to as many as we can. That's just the kind of channel that we are. So that's me done for the match preview. As I say, let us know what you guys think about all that in the comments, and if you haven't already, please click subscribe. Love you to come and join us. Like the video to help the channel grow, and if you do want to give back, there is a membership option, $1.99 a month, less than a pint of lager, loads of quality Newcastle United content and just football content in general. We're a growing channel. We're still very young. We're babies in the world of YouTube, but we've had so much support from you guys. We've got a great community in the live chats as well for the post-match and for what's going on Monday. So it's definitely worth being involved with, because there's some great people to chat to about football and about Newcastle United as well. Have a cracking day wherever you are. How are the lads for the weekend? Let's hope we get another 3 points in the bag, and EIO up the Premier League we'll go. See you later. Cheers.